Welcome to Switched On Schoolhouse, a CD-ROM-based homeschool curriculum from Alpha Omega Publications. In Switched On Schoolhouse Language Arts 800, your students will study units that cover topics from 4 major language disciplines: grammar, literature, composition, and spelling and vocabulary, with units like communication, punctuation and literature, correct language usage, writing, listening, and reading, and much more. Now let's take a look at an 8th grade language arts lesson to see how concepts like these are covered. In a unit entitled Communication, let's look at a lesson called Following Directions. Most Switched On Schoolhouse lessons begin with a brief introduction and a list of objectives for the lesson. These objectives help students stay focused on important lesson content and provide parents with an effective way to measure mastery of lesson content. Auditory learners may benefit from hearing text read aloud as they follow along. To utilize this feature, students select a portion of text, right-click to select from available voices or to read the text. An effective study skill that students should be encouraged to use is highlighting. Just as one would highlight portions of text in a traditional textbook, students can highlight text in their Switched On Schoolhouse lessons. Simply select a portion of text and select a highlighter color from the choices at the top of the page. After this introductory material, your students then move independently through the lesson, reading the text-based instruction, and utilizing the multimedia features that have been provided.
Wouldn't it be nice if you knew what words were really important when somebody was talking?
Go to the grocery store. Paper towel, shampoo, dog food. Any flavor. Be back by 6 o'clock. Dismiss. Dinner.
Okay, I go to the grocery store, get dog food, paper towels, shampoo, and get home by 6 for dinner with the Smiths. Got it.
More than 25,000 engaging multimedia activities have been included in Switched On Schoolhouse lessons and are designed to engage student interest and bring learning to life. The addition of these interactive activities encourages learning by allowing students to become actively involved in the lesson presentation.
Draw a square. Put your middle name in the top left-hand corner of the square. Draw a circle below the first letter of your middle name. Draw a diagonal line from your middle name to the lower right corner of the square. Write today's date on the diagonal line. Draw a star in the lower left corner of the square. Draw an oval in the middle of the square. Draw a wavy line from the star to the date. Make an X above the oval.
After completing the first section of lesson text, the student can continue on to the next section of the lesson, reading the text and utilizing the included multimedia.
The first thing to remember when you're taking notes is don't try to write down everything your instructor says. Make notes only on the key points and subpoints. Listen for cues that every teacher uses to emphasize important information. Words like note or the major point is should activate that pencil. Watch for enumeration of details, causes for events, reasons for the truth of a statement. Keep your notes brief. Begin to develop a system of abbreviation and shortcuts that will speed up your note-taking. As soon as possible after class, go over your notes. A quick recheck of notes helps to prevent forgetting what you've just learned. Keep an accurate record of your due dates, assignments, dates of examinations, dates when your long-range projects are due, materials to be covered in tests, and other important information should be kept handy for constant reference. Remember that college professors often make such announcements only once. After that, you're on your own.
At the end of the lesson, the student is presented with a series of questions that provide a review of lesson content. Questions are presented in a variety of formats, including matching, fill in the blank, true and false,
Correct.
sequencing, multiple choice, essay questions, and many more. 85 to 90% of
Nice
student work is
job.
graded instantly by the program. Answers are automatically saved as the student works through the questions, and immediate feedback is given after each question has been answered. If a parent has set the program to allow for multiple attempts, students will be
You got
looped
the
back
right
through the
answer.
lesson to answer questions that were marked wrong on the first attempt. The lesson is complete when all questions have been answered correctly or when the student has exhausted his allowed attempts on each question. The student can then return
You
to
got
the
the
home
right
page to
answer.
continue through the rest of his daily assignments.